Hey guys, welcome back to the Ringer 57 YouTube channel. Today's video is just a quick talk about the race between me and Jake Lovett, jockeying Bubba, the owner, on Big Steppa. So Dragonfly went out and performed fairly well on its test hit. So I run a NOS Mini controller. It has the ability to do ramp restart or ramp resume. Resume means wherever you are in the nitrous progression, it'll stop and start back there and continue on the ramp. Ramp restart means that it will stop and go back to the beginning, and stop and go back to the beginning. So first test hit, I went out and I hit it, and it just felt soft. I kept feeling this whoop, whoop every time I shifted. So got to thinking about it on my way back and realized the tack signal I use for this is my coils. So, no, not coils. I'm using RPM signal to the ECU, sorry. So, the RPM signal, it doesn't matter where it's coming from. In any case, the RPM signal I'm using is killed by my quick shifter. So, every time I shift this bike, I lose RPM signal to the controller, it would restart the ramp. So, with that resolved, we went ahead and quick turned around and went back to the track to run the race. Alright, now, normally the day before a race, I will put this thing on a lithium-ion battery tender. I don't know where it's at. I actually need to do that right now. And tend the batteries up. That way, I know I've got good battery for the run because the charging system on this bike is original. And it's more than adequate to run the bike in stock configuration. I have a large fuel pump on here. That draws a lot of juice. That almost peaks out the stator as is. And then you got the nitrous solenoid, the nitrous controller, all the boxes and doodads I got back there. All that combined sucks down some juice pretty quickly. I need to put a switch on my headlight to be able to shut it off. That might help the situation. But in any case, this bike draws battery faster than it can charge it. So I spaced it. I didn't charge it the night before. We went up to the lanes to run the race, and it was already probably weak at that point, but I ran the bottle heater a couple times, which is no longer on this bike for this reason. Got up there, ran the bottle heater up, went to roll to the lanes, oil down. Okay? Started rolling up after the oil down. Turned the bottle heater on, warmed it up. They decided to run a boost to shoot out. Shut it off again. Ran the bottle heater up a third time, and when I went to restart it, if you've ever owned a Hayabusa, when you go and you cycle the ignition and start it, the gauges sweep, which they just did. And then when you start it, they sweep again. Well, when I started it, it cranked just fine, because this bike is, yes, on a 24-hole starting system. And the gauges didn't come to life right away. They took a second. I should have known at this moment it was time to punk out, because by technicality, this bike was broke. But me being me, and, pride being in the way, I took the beams anyway. So I made my hit. And from all accounts, at the starting line, not from the video from the other end you can't see jack till the 330 foot anyway, so that video doesn't mean anything except for who crossed the stripe first, which yes, there was a hell of a gap, and I'll explain that in a moment. But from the starting line, I gave him the back tire and I still had him covered by the 60 foot. Now, about 80 foot out, my bike backfired and started dying off. So, reviewing the logs, my nitrous was on for 0.2 seconds. It was literally on for about 5 foot. The rest was just what was left breathing through the airbox. From that point, it started shutting down systems based on draw. First thing it shuts down, nitrous solenoids. They draw a lot of amperage. The next thing it shut down was the fuel pump. So about 150 foot into the run, I let out of the throttle, and that was the end of the run. So yes, he gapped me and I got beat. He crossed the line about looked like 4 to 5 bikes ahead of me at probably 115 mile an hour. I don't know, he stopped and blurted the throttle a couple times to show off. It is what it is. But I crossed the stripe at 52 miles an hour. The fact that he only had me by a gap of 4 to 5 bikes, and I striped at 52 mile an hour with my feet flat on the ground, slowing down, literally skidding my feet. because I thought I had oil down or something. I thought I blew it up. It says something. So yes, I lost the $1,000 grudge race. It is what it is. Money's paid. Life goes on. But I'll definitely run it back any day. I will never go to the track without everything for me to be able to set this up and jockey it and beat him. I had him covered by a lot. I know what his bike will do, and I know what this bike has done. And we'll just say there's a substantial gap between the performance of this little foot shift bike and his monster air shift built motor 1441 with custom frickin' pistons. Yes, I know all the specs on that bike now. In any case, I know every spec on that bike now and why it's burning oil and so on and so forth. In any case, what it boils down to is I have built myself a little monster here. This little white Busa that I bought a little over a year ago as a street bike with no intention of modifying has developed into what I will, without a doubt, call the fastest 8th mile foot shift bike in Alabama. I challenge anyone to run a faster foot shift hand clutch than me. Slider, sure, you can 60 foot me on a slider, not by much. I've made it public. I've got a 125 that's public, and that's more than been backed up now. But yeah, fastest foot shift hand clutch bike in the state of Alabama. Is it probably faster? Yeah. There's a lot of G-balls going to outrun me. G-balls can't sit at the line very long. They're inconsistent. Most of the jockeys are a little bit harebrained, but in any case, just wanted to cover that. I didn't get a chance to talk on camera for the video that Chad put out on the Team Righteous YouTube channel, so I wanted to get that covered up. So for now, I'm going to quick spin y'all around and show you what we got going on. Of course, we got Dragonfly. A little breeze getting delivered tomorrow. Susie is still chilling in the corner. She's a low rider now. She doesn't have a shock on it. I need to get that shortened up to stock wheelbase and stripped at some point when I get bored this winter, which I don't think is going to happen. The Wraith is chilling here. Motor's in. I got to put batteries back in it, and it's good to go. So we're going to go ahead and hopefully test ride this tomorrow and start working the tune out because we don't have a dyno yet. The individual with the dyno hasn't been the greatest about communication. We got the Harley done over here. I deliver that tomorrow, and the shop looks like an atom bomb went off. But, yep, that's what we got going on, guys. Really, 57 Motorsports is busy. It doesn't look super busy because it's a freaking mess in here, but that gets delivered tomorrow, that gets delivered tomorrow, and then I've got at least one more bike coming in this week. Hopefully I can get 4 or 5. Got to get these things rolling through here. If you know anyone in the northern Alabama, southern Tennessee area, heck, we can do Mississippi, wherever you want to work from. I got people sending me things from California right now to be done. I got fuel pump mods I got to do and so on and so forth. I got freaking heads I got to do. All sorts of stuff coming in. But yeah, so I do have a challenge for all 542 of you guys. If any of y'all are still watching, I want you to go down into the description of this video. There's a link for Team Righteous's YouTube channel. That is our team YouTube channel. I want you to jump over there. I want to see if we can't get him up over 500 subscribers too. Chasing Perfection, he's well over 1,000. Congratulations to him. He's on the fast track to climb even faster with 2.0 coming out tomorrow. If you were at MLG, you already know about 2.0. So, fastest mother trucker on the planet right now. He is going to decimate all heavyweights. He is gunning for all heavyweights. Now, I don't know if he's going to take the heavyweight. You know who you are. But he going to try. Fuck. Y'all can be friends, still race. That's what this is all about, guys. Anyway, we're rolling on 10 minutes. Thank you for watching, guys, and have a beautiful day.